too organized for these guys. "I didn't let him walk." "Then who did?" A troubled-looking officer sat on the edge of the couch. He lifted his head and looked at Boyd. "He did," Hank said quietly. "That's John Dobbs. He's a rookie, Joe. He wasn't thinking." So Dobbs was the guy he'd heard on the radio. Boyd had barely said 2 words to Dobbs before. A great way to get acquainted. He tried to calm down, remember his people skills. It was probably Dobbs's first homicide, he told himself. So what if you let a principal witness, maybe even the murderer, go free? But it was okay. We can fix this. "You get his name? The name of the witness?" Boyd asked Dobbs, feigning politeness. "Maybe his address?" "Well, no, not exactly," Dobbs said, rising to his feet. "He didn't get his name. Did you lend him your squad car, maybe a little spending cash?" "But I know he's a student at the university," Dobbs continued. "I'm sure I could pick him out if I looked at the school's computer. I'm sorry, Sergeant. I know I blew it here. I've just never seen anything like this before." Dobbs rubbed the sweat from his forehead. He was tall and husky, looked down at Boyd like a football player with his coach. "It's all right," Boyd said. "Just tell me what happened." "I got the call about an hour ago," Dobbs said. "When I got here, there was this guy standing out by the sidewalk waving me down. He was pretty upset. He got sick right as I pulled in. Said he was a guy that called us. That his friend was inside, dead, stiff and dead. I got out of my car and we came in here. He was the one that kicked in the door, did it before I got here. I asked him what happened, then I walked into the bedroom and saw his friend. Then I got sick." Dobbs looked like he might throw up again just thinking about it. Boyd listened, scribbled down a few notes. "What did this mystery friend say happened here? The exact words?" Dobbs seemed to shake off the wave of nausea. "He said they both attended Culpepper, history majors or something. He said he knocked and knocked, but there was no answer. Thought something might be wrong because they had talked a couple of nights ago about hiking somewhere this morning, and he was there to pick his friend up. He walked around the back and looked through the blinds to see if he was asleep or had his earplugs in. And then he sees him lying there. He banged on the window a couple of times, but the guy doesn't move. Then he knew something was wrong. He runs back around the front and starts kicking on the door and calling out his name. The door finally broke and he went in, and there he was. Dead, and his face—" "Did you ask him if he touched anything? Did he touch the body, move anything?" "I didn't ask, but I'm sure he didn't. Soon as he knew his friend was dead, he said he ran out and got sick. Then he called us." "When did you lose him?" Dobbs looked down at the floor around his feet, as though the answer was down there somewhere. "I don't know, sir. He must have slipped out when some of the other guys showed up. I was explaining things to them, and we were setting things up for Prince. I should have told him to stay put, but I really don't think he had anything to do with this." "Sounds like he didn't," Boyd said. "But why would he take off like that?" "I think I know why." Dobbs looked toward the bedroom door. "Well, look, Dobbs, I still want to talk to this guy. Go over to the school. I don't know if they're open on Saturday. Try the registration building. See if someone will let you take a look at their student files. Find out who this mystery friend is and let me know right away." "Yes, sir." Dobbs hurried out the door. Guess it's a full-time job being so ignorant. "Let's see what we got here," Boyd said to no one in particular. He felt a pressure building in his gut. The situation was playing ping-pong with his mini-wheats. He rearranged his waistband, tried to make some room. It didn't work. He walked past another officer on his knees, dusting the bedroom doorknob for fingerprints. Hank Jensen followed behind. Boyd stood inside the doorway and took a slow pan of the room. By the way the others acted,